Yo, welcome back to another video. Peace be upon everybody. Hope everybody been taking care of themselves and their well-being. It's currently 4 a.m. Scrolling, and I see that history was made this week. There was a voting in NATO, right? NATO. United Nations, right? Of voting about whether or not us being the enslavement of Africans and us going through human trafficking and stuff like that, right, was the greatest crime against humanity, which it is. But the fact that 500 years later there's a voting on it, and I really wish more of us really knew about this. This is why I'm making a video on it. So I want this to be Black Americans' travel guide for the next time they want to leave the country, because look at the ones that were against it. Think about that before you want to, oh, I'm traveling here, passporting it up, oh, I'm a passport junkie. They think what happened to us was okay. They're trying to erase our history. I'm gonna just spoil it for y'all. One of the countries was here. We shouldn't be surprised by that. They brought us here, right? And they tell us, "Oh, work hard, work hard. We built this country. Shouldn't we get reparations?" No. And for the black conservative, right? Oh, why are you expecting something from these people? And it's like, okay, I agree. But when we tried to build our own, what did they do? Knock it down. That's why I think a lot of us are okay with just the government assistance and being on it for X amount of years. Why not? They think we cheating the system. No, that's what they want. They want you to be on that assistance for the rest of your life. And I'm not knocking anybody who's on assistance. But look, you can't rely on this government to help you. They, like I always said, they had a 400-year head start and they're still behind. This is just the first step of getting justice for what happened to us and the people before us. Imagine people are defecating on each other. The women on their period, like it's disgusting when you read about the history about what happened to us, bro. Feeding us to the crocodiles, right? We were in human zoos, right? Come on. But nah, man. Let me share your thoughts in the comments. I'm gonna put the video up and then we're gonna come back.
The vote has been requested. We shall now begin the voting process. Those in favor of the draft resolution A/80/L48, please signify. Those against and those in abstention.
The Assembly is now voting on draft resolution A/80/L48 entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. Will all delegations confirm that their votes are accurately reflected on the screen? The voting has been completed. Please lock the machine.
The result of the vote is as follows. In favor, 123, against 3, abstentions 52. Therefore, draft resolution A/80/L48 is adopted.
Definitely share your thoughts in the comments down below. But I just wanted to share this to let y'all know that this shouldn't even have to be a voting. Right? But it just goes to show where their inhumane ways really come out to be. Because the fact that this has to be a voting 500 years later is ridiculous. That's the worst crime against humanity ever. Ever. There was reports that it was 12 million of us. Some people argue, oh, we already were here, and that's a conversation for another time. Some of us actually are indigenous to this land from centuries ago because of the African voyage, Mansa Abu Bakr II, right? And some of us actually are probably indigenous American, but there definitely were black Indians and there were the Palo Indians that they promote the Hollywood version of indigenous people, right? That's a conversation for another time. We are primarily focusing on the West African slaves that were brought here against their will. They made so many arguments. Oh, the Africans sold them, and this. That's very weak. That's such a weak argument. Because even when Africans had their own slave, like I always say, slavery at that time in the Eastern Hemisphere, it wasn't based on color. That's what they did. Like they really felt like they were superior towards us. And look at what the Creator is doing. God will always expose the wrongdoing. Always. But look at the people who voted. I really want people to focus on the three. Those three. Pay attention to those three for the next time you want to travel. Pay attention to the ones that's substantiated for the next time you want to travel. Because what? What? And a lot of the countries that voted were what countries? But they claim that, oh, the Muslims, are saying about religion, but oh, the Muslims, they just no. That's what they paint the picture to be. No, bro. Same, like I always say, same oppression, just different parts of the world, bro. But the ones that said yes, this was the greatest crime against humanity, absolutely. They stand with us, so we should stand with them. Why not? I stand in solidarity with those who stand in solidarity with me, right? All this colonialism and it worked in the minds of people, but it's getting exposed. The democracy is getting exposed. The capitalism way of thinking is getting exposed, y'all, every day, every day. And it's beautiful to see because it's like, yo, shout out to the ones who chose C. I don't blame the ones that chose C. I don't I don't blame them at all, if y'all to ask me. But I know, like, nah, if they was alive today, they'll be happy, bro. Because it's like this is just the first step of getting just due, right? Brother Malcolm was trying to take the U.S. government to court. What happened to him? Right? A lot of leaders were trying to hold these people accountable, and they didn't want to they took them out. And even the Malcolm case, I know I'm getting all over the place, but even the Malcolm case, may God have mercy on him. His family is suing the CIA, the FBI, and the NYPD of like 100 mil or something like that. I'm like, yeah, because what? Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. I took a man out for holding y'all accountable. Like America is literally like this is a mental asylum, bro. Like this thing, this America, the West is so backwards, bro. It's such a gimme, 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 gimme type of country. Look, share your thoughts in the comments, though, man. Look, shout out to the people who support me. Definitely road to 1,000 subs. Look, this the fact that this had to be a voting 500 years later. However many years of segregation, however many years of police brutality, stop and frisk, what a lot of us got to go through in the hood. This has to be a voting. However many years of like I said, segregation, I don't know, I forgot how many years it was. But the fact that this has to be a voting, it speaks volumes, and it's about time us as people, we get educated on what happened to us. Because we aren't angry at these people enough. They make it seem like I'm crazy for saying that. But we aren't angry at these people enough. Imagine, I'm seeing pictures of them hanging up us and the kids, and they used to just go, everybody in the town used to come around and they're smiling at a dead body getting hung from a tree. We aren't mad at these people enough. Why are there still sundown towns in 2026? Why isn't the KKK labeled as a terrorist group? And I wish they would. I don't like. I'm telling y'all, bro. When it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war. I'm what? Because who gonna do what to who? Us as a people, we too lax, bro. And we very, very forgiving. So it's time that we do, like I always say, it's time to do for ourselves and pour back into our own communities. Because we waited 500 years for a voting. 500 years for a voting, y'all. And we still don't want to do for ourselves? Come on. Come on. Like this is what I be saying, bro. 500 years for a voting. That's what's killing me. We waited 500 years for a voting. They don't view us as human. They didn't view us as human. And do we view ourselves as human? We can't even acknowledge each other when we walking down the street. Or oh, what you looking at? Right? Come on. Come on. Like, bro, this is crazy to me. Like, what do they see in us that we don't? Why did they strip us away from religion? Why did they strip us away from our native tongue? What did they see in us that we don't even see in ourselves? What is it? So it's time we tap into us and how great we really are, because we created a lot of this stuff. The light bulb, the stop sign, right? We created the stoplight. They created the traffic bill. Come on. Come on, bro. They tried to whitewash history. They can't. We were the first people in the Americas, not no Columbus. They tried to whitewash everything. And it's about time we get our just due, and we get our just due by we can't get peace from people. We can't get peace non-violently for people who are known to be violent. These people are known for being violent, but we just want to march and just be peaceful. Oh, MLK non-violent now. No, I see why they didn't like Malcolm, because we're not gonna get peace non-violently from people who are known for being violent. These people are inhumane, and y'all just want to sit there and march and hold each other's arms and be jolly. No, boy, we gotta take what's ours, bro. I don't know about y'all. I'm taking what's mine. I don't care how many laws they put in place. And I know I said this before for those who keep up with me. I don't care how many laws they put in place. They not stopping me from getting what I'm trying to get at. And for me to try to help my people. Ain't stopping me. But look, man, share your thoughts in the comments down below. Shout out to the people who support me. Instagram name, it's my IG is my name, TikTok my name. Road to 1,000, like I said before, man. But look, we out though. Share your thoughts in the comments, man. I feel like it's about that time we get our just due, and we take what's ours. All power to us, and we out. Peace.